I think that there is a lot of things that this body can do, and those things need to be honed. They need to be trained. And like anything else, if you don't do the hard work, then you're not going to get the results that you fantasize about. There is such thing as a force in this reality. It's not just a Star Wars fantasy. There is a push and a pull. Science has proven that 150 times over. You can take a magnet and it'll show you that there is force that you cannot see with your eyes, and it's exerted at all times. Can you control this force? Can you tap into this force? Every single time you plug something into a wall, you are tapping in to one of the fundamental forces called electromagnetism. I believe for some weird reason, most people truly believe that electricity is generated by your local electric company or what have you, and that's just not how it works. The potential for electrical power is in the very air, and human beings have found a way to tap into it for years now. That's all it ever was. So yes, there are forces all around you that you could possibly tap into as a human being, but you must hone your body. You must learn how to feel. That sixth sense, they call it, is extremely important. And what I am noticing is that people want to feel less. And haven't you noticed that you're not here to feel less? You're here to tap in more. Many of you are doing basic things and you don't find yourself feeling happy. That's because you're not living up to your potential. You don't need to be a scientist. You don't need to be a Nobel Prize winner. You simply need to tap in to something higher that's all around you. And once you tap into that, then you'll achieve a level of physical and mental understanding that you've never had before. And to be clear, these are not my words. There are plenty of people, usually people that meditate, usually people that are spiritual. They will tell you all of this that I'm saying is absolutely true in their lives. And if they can feel it, then why not you? They're human, you're human. Why can't you feel it? But you got to do the work. You have to keep your body cleaner than what you've been doing. The candy is always going to be sweet. The cakes are always going to be good. And you can have them sometimes, but you must have the proper willpower to eat more healthier things than sugary things. And just by having that willpower is going to help you reach higher levels of human understanding. Pull away from things that are taking your energy. You know how Netflix will show you what they think you might like or whatever. They're showing me all of this murder shit and all this other stuff. And Hulu, same thing. The Mind of a Serial Killer, a new series by Ice-T and Ice Cold Blood, basically talking about people that kill other people. Look at it, people. Look at it. This is television programming. This is spiritual and mental warfare. The Menendez brothers, they're showing that. Jeffrey Dahmer. You know, these are people that need to simply be buried. Their legacy is not something that you want to keep bringing up, but this is being pushed on your screens. Why? You got to think about that. You might sit back and say, well, you know, this is what the people are watching. It turns out there's a lot of women that watch these serial killer shows. I know a woman at the chiropractor office where I go to. She said, yeah, I have a hard time sleeping every night. And I said, well, what do you watch before you go to sleep? Because that's important, folks. She said, yeah, I like to watch the murder stuff. And I said, you do realize that's why you have a problem going to sleep. Why would you watch murder before you go to sleep? Is this conducive to a relaxing sleep? Like, oh, I saw this documentary about this woman that just got killed by her boyfriend. Now I'm going to go to sleep next to my boyfriend. It's like, what the hell are you thinking? You know, this is real, people. This is real. This could be different. This could totally be different. Like, for instance, when I go to my Netflix profile, there's a lot of anime. I like to watch things that are inspiring. I like to watch the truth. Yes, murder and mayhem and all of that other stuff is a real thing, sure. But there's deeper truths to that. What if we grow up as children to believe that there is a spiritual force that we could possibly tap into that makes our body stronger? Or what about just training hard and getting as strong as possible? This way, I'm ready for the next challenge. What if we were exposed to cartoons like that as children and then even as adolescents? Those lessons were what the TV was programming us to believe in. Do you think strong adolescents, strong of mind adolescents would shoot up their high schools or kill other people? Do you think that's the mind of a strong adolescent? You understand what I'm saying? What you expose your mind to, it affects your consciousness, it affects your spirit. Anime is still around because it serves a vital purpose. And when you look and you see where anime comes from, which is Japan, this is a culture that favored honor and spirit over anything else. You have to have supreme honor and spirit in order to take a sword and slice your belly open like a lot of those disgraced samurai used to do back in the day. Is it the right thing to do? Hell no. But you can't say that they were not conscious of their decision. Their honor and their spirit goes that deep. Again, I don't condone such behavior. However, I have to respect their code of honor and their faith that their spirit will rise from this human form. When you take a culture like that, of course you're going to get animation that stresses honor, that stresses spirituality, that stresses strength of the human body. Japanese anime, when it comes to this reality, has been ahead of the game for a long time. And the more of it that you watch, you can't help but to feel that energy that's coming from a culture of energy and spirit. You can't help it. And that's what you want in your life. You want more of that. Energy begets energy. Bad energy begets more bad energy. Positive energy begets more positive energy. That's how it goes. What are you putting out into the world? Murder, serial killer, all this other stuff. What are you putting out into the world? Look at your TV. Look at what the TV is suggesting for you. And even if you like to watch that stuff, why? Death is going to happen to every single one of us. Maybe not murder, but death surely. Why don't you want to watch life, energy, spirit, humor, fantasy, something fantastic that could possibly inspire you to change this very reality that we all live in? And I sure as hell hope you do, because each and every one of us needs you to. The world is not the worst place on the planet, but it can only get better when people see things differently. They have to see that the same old has gotten us this far, but it's not going to get us much further. Things have to be different, but they have to be different in the best of ways, not the bullshit ways. This love of money and rap culture and all of this other nonsense. What has it gotten us except news feeds and dead bodies? That's it. Come on now. This is not a person preaching. I'm simply telling you what you could do different and enhance your life. I figure anybody would want to do that unless you have it all. And I can tell you right now, nobody has it all. Even when they think they do, there's always something else. Any person with monetary wealth can tell you that. To my children, as always, I love you. These videos are all for you. And I hope that they give you a measure of strength. And just as importantly, do not let this world turn you into your worst self. Don't let this world send you down to a hellish place in your mind. If anything, strive to be as much of an angel as you can, with just a sprinkle of devil. God knows my heart, and he or she, whatever God is, they know your heart too. They know how we're made. Ain't nobody 100% good, but you don't want to be 100% bad neither. Take it light, all love. Peace.